Welcome to the Lifestyle Medicine Update. I'm Dr. James Meschino. An article published April 2022 in the journal Cell reviewed all the available research on diet and longevity from studies examining the link between nutrients, fasting, genes, longevity in short-lived species, and connected these links to clinical and observational studies in primates and humans, including studies on people who live to be over 100 years old, these centenarians. The result is what they call the longevity diet. So the authors concluded that the key characteristics of the optimal diet for longevity appear to include moderate to high carbohydrate intake from non-refined sources, low but sufficient protein from largely plant-based sources, and enough plant-based fats to provide about 30% of energy needs each day. Ideally, the day's meals would all occur within a window of 11 to 12 hours, allowing for a daily period of fasting and a 5-day cycle of fasting or fasting mimicking every 3 to 4 months, which may also help to reduce insulin resistance and lower blood pressure in people who are prone to diabetes or high blood pressure. So the idea is that after your last meal of the day and then the meal of the next day, there's 11 to 12 hours where you're not eating anything. And 3 or 4 times a year, you do sort of intermittent fasting or complete fasting for 2 or 3 days, especially in people who are prone to diabetes or high blood pressure. In short, the longevity diet includes lots of legumes, peas and beans, whole grains and vegetables, some fish, no red meat or processed meat, and very low white meat, including things like, chicken breast and turkey breast. It's low in sugar and refined grains, and a good level of nuts and olive oil, and some dark chocolate where you can get some interesting, flavonoids. The longevity diet bears both similarities and differences to the Mediterranean-style diets often seen in the super aging blue zones of the world, where people often live to be 100 years old or beyond, including in Sardinia, Italy, Okinawa, Japan, and Loma Linda, California. Common diets in these communities, known for a high number of people ages 100 and older, are often largely plant-based or pescatarian, like there's more fish than meat, and are relatively low in protein. The longevity diet represents an evolution of these centenarian diets, but they're saying with further modification of limiting food consumption for 12 hours per day and having several short fasting periods throughout the year. So the study researcher Dr. Longo stated, he's one of the researchers, he said this: the longevity diet is not a dietary restriction intended to only cause weight loss, but a lifestyle focus on slowing aging, which can complement standard health care and taken as preventative measure will aid in avoiding morbidity and sustaining health into advanced age. The next step is to apply the principles of the longevity diet in a 500-person intervention study scheduled to take place in southern Italy. So we'll wait to see what the results show from that study when it gets published down the road at some point. In the meantime, I believe these researchers have provided a pretty good overall dietary template for health promotion and disease prevention. What's not factored into this discussion, unfortunately, is the importance of physical exercise and the use of some key supplements shown to counter certain aspects of aging, such as coenzyme Q10, CDP-choline, glucosamine, immune modulating agents like medicinal mushrooms and astragalus, melatonin, and several other supplements of importance after the age of 40 or 45 that can really help to slow certain aspects of aging and reverse certain aspects of aging. But I've included the reference for this article in the text below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.